So is it time to sell some altcoins into Bitcoin? Ooh, let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new, make sure you have subscribed. Hit that bell button and leave a like. Now, let me explain. If you've been watching my content, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you understand how I do things. Now, if you are new, I want to explain very, very simply. We're now at the other side of the fence now. When I was first talking about this dominant effect of having to, have Bitcoin to then utilize and use that to then buy altcoins low, well, yeah, you can grow your Satoshis from doing it. We're now at the point where you should realistically be selling your altcoins and putting it into Bitcoin to then catch that dominance going up. So we're going to explain it in a very, very simple term if I can. It's quite hard to explain, I'm not going to lie. So, some of the stuff that we need to talk about first. Yes, we know some altcoins have got some great innovation. They're going to probably go up over time, long term. But there's a big caveat to this. If Bitcoin does well, it's going to crush them in altcoin Satoshi values. What I mean by that is, so if you go on any coin, so let's just look at BNB, great example. You got this section here. If you put into Google this, basically, so I'm going to do it now. Fuck it, why not? Easy. If I just do a search of that, right, BTC to USD, that gives you the pretty much the price currently right now of whatever the aggregation is of the asset. So that is it. I've just told you one trick of the trade. Same with Ethereum, right? Right now, I've said it a few times, people got confused. Ethereum dominance is really high, right? So when you look naturally, those Ethereum dominance pairs, i.e. altcoin / Ethereum, they are relatively low. So if you're holding some assets right now and you're seeing your portfolio on the likes of CoinGecko, the likes of Delta, Blockfolio, when you toggle it to Ethereum, it's relatively low. When that dominance changes, it will start going up. So you can profit into Ethereum better. We will come onto it in the chart in more detail. But essentially, this dominance chart allows you to kind of time your entries better. There's nothing worse than buying an altcoin, thinking you've done well in USD when only Bitcoin's gone up and your altcoins have just taken 40% off. I tried to explain it a little bit in the Cardano video yesterday, and a lot of people got really upset in the fact that I said that Cardano is probably going to drop 40%. The fact is, I was talking about the BTC pair. That is probably pretty likely. If this plays out and the dominance chart does go up, well, the chances are the whole market will do it because everything in the Satoshi range has gone up massively over time. Therefore, they will eventually fall because, realistically, people take profit into Bitcoin. People want Bitcoin. It's just a weird kind of thing that it still runs a market. Some things do decouple, but it's somewhat rare. Now, how to tackle this without upsetting people? Don't get emotionally attached to your bags. I am greedy. Greedy. I don't have the belly for it, I'm all right. But what I say is, I always look to take a little bit off my altcoin bags into Bitcoin, then I redistribute into them. I want as many as I can. If I like an asset, I want as many as I can to therefore be better off. This is where there's a right way of holding, there's a wrong way of holding, right? Always hold something. Top tip, always hold something. So we'll talk right now about Ethereum. Ethereum is a great example. Hold some Ethereum just in case it keeps going up. But if you're in profit and you want to hold Bitcoin, or if you want to put it somewhere just to kind of sit on, the best place to put it in my opinion, when dominance is low, into Bitcoin, because essentially that pair could totally change and therefore you can then grow in terms of what it wants to be. Basically, rebuy back lower, get more Ethereum. So let's look at it in terms of CoinGecko, right? The reason why I say that, if you go into CoinGecko, go to the BTC pair on terms of the currencies, and you can see over the last 7 days, most assets are down quite a lot on the top 100 in BTC, right? Even though Bitcoin's pumped, even though the likes of your portfolio are probably up this week currently, but in Satoshi values they're not, because the dominance is starting to creep back up. Now, let's go to the chart. So looking at the BTC chart, right, we've had one little breakout. one little breakout, but overall we have been consolidating for a few weeks. We'll give or take about 3 weeks maybe, at a push. But what has actually happened in that 3 week period, we've actually had this. We are starting to form a trend. We're starting to slowly form a trend. Now, what have we got to identify this? Well, one, we've got our first higher low. Number two, we're above the EMA 21. And if I zoom out and just press this button, we've had this fall for the last coming, how long, since the start of the year. It's been quite technically an alt season, right? It's been pretty crazy. So that's been good. Now, let's talk about it. If you are not doing this correctly, you will lose Satoshis. If you are buying altcoins in Sol USD and you are looking to profit in USD, this does not include you. If you are looking to grow Satoshi values or grow Bitcoin or buy with Bitcoin and you are buying altcoins right now, you're probably going to lose. Because if this does continue going up, and what I mean going up as in this keeps going up, this is a Bitcoin dominance. This would indicate, as a variable kind of element, most people are selling their altcoins into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is then stronger than altcoins. Therefore, the correlation would indicate that the BTC pairs of everything is going to correct. Simple as that. Now, they've already done monstrous moves. So that's one variable possible thing that would indicate that the dominance is going to go up. Why? Because these are correcting. They've gone up a huge way. Now, when people say to me that there hasn't been an alt season, it's all absolute nonsense. Because it's been very, very clear, and I've been talking about it for ages. I was talking about it in January. We're going to have an alt season. You can go back and watch my videos. I've been talking about it. A lot of people disagree with me, but the proof's in the pudding. The dominances went from 74% down to like 38 or whatever percent. That happened. It happened. All altcoins look like this. Most of them look like this, apart from a few that don't. Like Litecoin, for example. Why hasn't it moved? Don't know. But that's an indication. Polkadot, gone up, right? Let's look at Ethereum, gone up. Like, I'm not just being pedantic here. Every coin over the course of this period has done this. A lot of them look pretty aggressive in coming down, as you can see here. This is graph. What else have we got? KSM, gone up massively. We're not talking about a freak event here. We're talking about routine. It routinely happens a few times a year where basically the dominance will go up and it will also come back down. This is a daily time frame. So the last alt season that I remember, which was a real good one, was last year. This point from May down to September, we went basically from 70% down to 57%. It was huge. Why is this one so aggressive, you're probably asking? Well, dog coins, meme coins, stuff like that. It made it worse. So a lot of new people came into the market. Welcome to the market if you're new. If you got in via SafeMoon, if you got in via, Dogecoin, whatever, it's probably why, because a lot of hype fundamentals got people in. Therefore, new introduction of money into the market. Now, this is the game that we're playing. You need to buy your altcoins when dominance is high. Now, if you've got Ethereum, it works in the same way. If you're looking to accumulate a certain asset, it works in the same way. There's a DOT dominance chart. There's an XRP dominance chart. There's an Ethereum dominance chart, right? Ethereum dominance chart as an example here. As I've been saying, it's relatively high. So let's just say, for example, if we're looking at Ethereum right now, let's just say if we go back to March, April time on an Ethereum pair, so let's just go, I don't know, pick a coin, Ash, BNB, Ethereum, may not be a great example here. There you go. Look at that. So if we're looking at overall, this was much lower and it obviously popped off. It's routinely quite good because BNB has also been going up. But if I go to like a normal coin like XRP, these levels are low. They're low. Realistically, it's very, very interesting to do that. So when that dominance chart is so low, so high overall in any market, the chances are the Ethereum pairs will be obviously, same with Bitcoin, right? So if we're looking at obviously November, December time, in terms of the Ethereum dominance chart, if I can find it, I could have went to the shortcut way, but chose not to. So if we're looking overall at where that kind of level was, you can see here, sorry, it was up here, much higher. So obviously as it dropped, prices went up. So same with dominance, right? Same with the dominance of Bitcoin. It's the same thing. So when it's high, you need to be basically having some Bitcoin to then distribute into these pairs. Because when you start looking, as I said, just an example here, if we're looking again at this sort of region, so this is what the start of the year, and if we're looking again at what this is now, you're going to notice already, as I said, start of the year, we were low. Where is it now? Much higher. Same with basic attention token, low, much higher. Avalanche, low, much higher. It's the same thing, right? So timing. You will look at your portfolio. You will go on the likes of CoinGecko or whatever, right? I've said it before. You toggle and you will see your Satoshi value just bleed out. Same with Ethereum, same with whatever you're looking to accumulate. So the aim of the game is simple. You have Bitcoin. You buy your altcoins when the dominance is so low, and then you look to take profit in Bitcoin to grow your Satoshis. Now, some coins, as you can see here with Dogecoin, you know, when the dominance chart was nice and low, nice and high, sorry, obviously that's done a freak thing, right? It's gone up. So imagine having one Bitcoin in that. You are now a mega whale. You know, it's just scary. Same with Polkadot, same situation. Buy low, sell high. It works in the same way, but all this gives you, and it is a real good tool, by the way, it gives you timing to know that you are buying the right thing at the right time. If you are putting this together and you are going, right, I'm only going to buy altcoins with Bitcoin when it's above a certain percentage. I am only going to take profit when it's below a certain percentage. Yes, it's working right now. It may change in the future. However, it's rinse repeat, because what's happening right now is simple. This is going to probably go up. If this does go up and it corrects, let's just say, for example, we go up to 60% right now, and altcoin markets, they dry up a little bit. A lot of, you know, fresh money comes into the market, but realistically gets taken away from those Satoshi levels essentially, and you know, your USD prices are going up. Yeah, it's an illusion, but realistically, your Satoshi values are getting left off the table. If you sell into Bitcoin, you've lost some Bitcoin easily. You've made a loss, even though in USD you've probably made money, which sounds random. Anyways, the time is now to buy, in my opinion. You know, have Bitcoin. Have Bitcoin, sit on it, wait. Because I think opportunities to buy and accumulate assets are going to be very, very nice. If that does happen and those corrective levels do go 40, 50% lower, well, you're going to get a much bigger position with the same asset than what you started with. Why not do it?